on the eve of the season, the thing looming over the Pittsburgh Steelers, contract negotiations on whether and how much money of a contract extension TJ Watt will receive is the news in Pittsburgh. And just weeks ago, we were talking about, it's a matter of when and not if. And the Steelers are notorious doing this, dragging things out right on the eve of the season. Are you concerned at all before Sunday's opener against Buffalo that a deal still is not done between the Steelers and TJ Watt?
Cam Heyward signed 6 days before the first season game. Stephon Tuitt signed 4 days before the first Steelers regular season game. Troy Polamalu signed the day of the regular season game. So now this is what the Pittsburgh Steelers do. They always find a way to make it happen. TJ Watt will get his $150, meaning millions.
Ike, I swear, you must have looked at the show notes. One player you forgot too. What about David DeCastro in the 2016 season? So there's just yet another example of waiting till the 11th hour to reach a deal. I was a little bit concerned that they took away his captainship. I see he's no longer considered a captain of the team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, don't get it twisted, Mark. His brother is a captain. So that's just running the family. It really don't matter. They just, and I guarantee you, his brother Derek will pass the torch to his brother TJ and say, you know what? And Derek is the honorary captain of his brother TJ until he gets the deal done. That's all it is.
So you rip the C off your jersey and you slap it on TJ Watt's jersey as soon as a deal is reached. I'll say this, like, if I were in TJ Watt's shoes or I was advising him, I would say if you don't reach a deal and get that guaranteed contract money, I wouldn't play out at his salary at $10 million in the 2021 season, given his level of production, Ike. I would advise him not to play in the season opener if the deal is not reached. Now, I would be a hypocrite if I didn't believe that, Ike, because for as long as we've been doing this show dating back to October of 2019, from what I've seen and watched of TJ Watt on the field, Ike, I've told this to you. I've said, I believe he is the better of the Watt brothers, and I'm talking about his brother JJ in terms of the level of his on-field production. 15 sacks in the 2020 season and 15 regular season games. It led the NFL. If he's one of the top defenders in the league, he should be paid like one of the top defenders in the league. So if a deal is not reached and I were advising TJ Watt, I would say, hey, don't play because there's way too much money at stake. The off chance you do get injured as you enter the final year of your rookie deal, making just north of $10 million in the 2021 season.
No, I agree with you. I don't think he gonna play. If he don't get this deal done, he definitely ain't gonna play because he's gonna look at it like, man, I've been in training camp. Y'all been seeing me work this whole time. Actually, it's called a soft holdout, and I don't think people understand that. TJ, regardless, held out to get paid, plain and simple. He just wound up doing it in the vicinity of the Pittsburgh Steelers so they can see him. And I'm sure between the Pittsburgh Steelers and his agent, they both agreed we'll get this deal done before the season. Now, if they don't get this deal done, if I'm TJ's agent, man, don't even put a Pittsburgh Steeler cap on. You know what I'm saying? We're going to ride this thing out. I'll take the fines and we're going to get paid next year. But the only thing that is Pittsburgh still can franchise you. So you still in the way of Pittsburgh thinking they still have the upper hand. But at the same time, if we don't get this deal done, I'm definitely not playing this year regardless.
And someone who might not be familiar with the specifics of this, they say, Mark, Ike, you'd advise a player not to play when he's doing $10 million. I would say yes, because look at the other top defenders in the league. I'm talking the Aaron Donalds of the world who make north of $20 million per year. TJ Watt is at that level from the defensive standpoint for the Steelers. So you miss, $10 million. It has to do with what his worth is, what his on-field production is, and what it will continue to be. We're not paying for past performance. We're talking about a player in his mid-20s right now, entering the prime of his career, if not already in the prime of his career, who's been balling out. They've got to reach a deal. And again, if I'm advising Watt and you have to enter the 2021 season on the final year of your rookie deal and a long-term contract extension isn't reached, I'm saying, hey, hold out and it's a matter of almost who blinks first, Ike.
TJ hasn't even scratched the surface, my personal opinion, on what he could do and what he should be like. It just so happened his stats right now are just unbelievable for the short amount of time he's been in the league. He's still a young man in his mid-20s. So once TJ get from like 26 to damn near 31, then we're going to be talking about he's in his prime. But TJ is not even in his prime right now. So therefore, if I'm TJ, no, I'm not taking the 10 million. Really, I'm asking for 25 a year. Hopefully y'all give me 20. And that's how I'm looking at it from his agent point of view and from TJ stats, because you only talk about two people when it comes down to dominating offenses, and that's Aaron Donald and TJ Watt. So you just look at what Aaron Donald got a couple of years ago. Of course, the prices always go up because of the salary cap. And what have you done for me lately? And of late, all TJ Watt have done is balled out. And you want to talk about defensive players of the year. It's two guys you really name consistently the last 2 years, and that's Aaron Donald and TJ Watt. So there you go. You got to pay him some big bucks.